Hi. My glasses look a little crooked. How's it going? Oh my, are my glasses actually crooked? That'd be terrible for my face. Oh no. Are they? I don't know. I can't tell. Hi. How's it going? I adjusted my setup so that my PC now is over on this side and not on the ground. It was originally on the ground because I'm an idiot, and I just recently cleaned it. So that's pretty cool. Everything's pretty clean now. I included my fans in the inside of it. Hello. We are going to get into some stuff today with some Pirate101, as per usual. I am just going to be playing this game, and we're going to be making a new pirate. Oh, alright, something must have happened. What? Oh my god, what the fuck? It said my account got locked for some reason. What? I literally, I'm so confused here, but okay. This is so weird. This is so weird. All right. My account got locked even though I was just logged in earlier, which is so odd to me, but okay. I'm gonna log in again. Okay, I have unlocked my account. Thank you, Pirate101. I don't know what happened. Anyways, like I said, we're gonna go ahead and get started soon with Pirate101. How y'all doing today? I know might not be as many people for this stream, of course. This is one of those kind of games that not a lot of people know about. So, hey, don't worry. I know everything about it. Or at least I've beaten it, so, you know, it'd be like that. This nigga. Alright, that's done with, is it done loading? Yes it is. Okay, good. And yes, we use this cam for the beginning of streams, and then we shift over to the regular layout, which I don't think I've adjusted it for Pirate101, god damn it. Oh, that's loud in my ear. If it's loud in your ear, you let me know. Let's go ahead and switch over here now. Oh man, I look scrawnier over here. Fuck. Alright. Alright, let's go ahead and just... It says press any key. Alright. Is it going to capture it? No. Oh, there it is. Alright. Well, for those who are here, welcome to Pirate101. This is a game that I've been playing since it came out because, holy shit, it looks like a bad time, and I am so interested in bad games. So that's what we do here on my channel. We play some games that no one wants to really watch, but you know what? I'm an entertaining fuck, so who cares? Alright. I'm my main pirate, Paul Jenkins. Got my other pirate, Deadeye Agnes. You got Victoria. And then we have Rude Richard. There are 5 classes, and there's only one I haven't done, which is Privateer, so we're going to make a Privateer today. We start a new pirate today. Unfortunately, they don't have Avery in this game, which to King's Isle. I know you niggas ain't gonna ever see this. I know you won't. Listen, please do me a solid and add the name Avery to your games so I can use it, or just allow me to just change it, or change it for me, please. It's not that hard, I assume. A little data and code and just change it, please. I'd rather be Avery than my middle name, which is Paul. Anyways, what's going on, Meta Knight? I'm just playing Pirate101, bro. Bro Sidon. We'll just call him Silent Paul and keep it pushing. We actually go with a different other name, but we'll see. Skinny Paul, Sleep Paul, Slick Paul, Swarmy. What the fuck? Alright, dog. Thrifty Paul, Timid Paul, Tiny Paul, Tireless Paul, Tiring, Trustworthy, Two-Faced, Ugly Paul, Unfair, Nothing much is doing Master League, but won't go you able to put in work. Kind of glad. Nice. I'm just gonna call him Paul, just like I did in my other in Wizard 101 with my original character. All right. So how this works is that based on what you select here, is how you get your class. Well, this is how you get certain stat bonuses, and then you pick your class. And certain stat bonuses can actually matter to how you function in this game. Hey, select 9. You already know the vibes. And as I said earlier, I've beaten this game as well. And let me tell you, let me go back to my other screen. Beating this game was hell. Do not beat this game. If you want to beat it, bring friends. Do not beat it by yourself. It is pain. Absolute pain. Anyways. Grab my thing here. Let's see. Just grabbing some stuff here. Okay. I'm trying to figure out what would be better to start out with when it says here. How did you lose your parents? Origin stories, there we go. I could do died searching for treasure for privateer, which is Lucky Jack Russell's a dog pirate. Because that's the one that I would get in the Presido. I know that much to be certain. I don't know if there's anything that would buff my stats any, yeah? Lost, naturally tough. Let me skip. Okay, lost and naturally tough. These give probably good stat buffs, I assume. But we'll see. For the companion, for the ability to actually speak naturally tough. Okay. I'm just looking. I'm going to do what I just clicked now because that seems to be the better decision here. So we're going to go with this. We're going to be black, of course, because all my characters are niggas. Everybody know the vibes. I don't smile in these games. At the very least in these games. I smile on stream. So that should help, I suppose. Let's move this over here, just so I can see everything. Alright, here. I also do not like hats in this game. But it's okay. This game, I have a few feelings about this game that I will express in a video at a later date. But Pirate101 started out so well. It was doing great for me. And then it became a slog to get through. Oh my god, dude. It's one of those kind of games where you want it, at first you're like, this is a really interesting concept and I really like it. And then it turns into this just an experience that I had to finish it, or else I knew that no matter how much money I pour into these games, I always have to finish what I started. There's no exception to that rule. I always tell people, if you're going to put money into something, might I suggest that you finish it before you just declare it to be the worst thing in the world. Because, holy shit, I put a lot of time and money into this franchise, I would say. And holy goddamn. Woo! Oh, man. This game is something, alright. Tell you what. The outfit really doesn't matter because you're going to change it up later anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It's just what you start out looking like, so. But, alright, flag. There's a bunch of designs here. We're a private tier, so I guess it really doesn't matter. I just reminded myself of what's going to be really bad about this game, but I'm not going to say it yet. But it involves this stuff, so don't worry. Good Lord have mercy. The fucking other shit you gotta do in this game is lethal. Just gonna go with an anchor. Black and gray.
Now choose how the field behind the icons array. Use the color buttons to choose the base and trim of your flag's field.
I don't even know what I'm gonna do with this. I'll do this, whatever. Sure, that works. That works for me. We'll do gray and black on the outside. I don't think an anchor would be good for this. No, I looked at that. Think about this. I mean, it really doesn't matter. I don't know if we're gonna keep playing this character after stream, but we'll find out, won't we? Because beating this game is hellish. Ooh, a hedgehog? No, I'm not like that. I'm not built like that. A tree? Yeah, we could do a tree, whatever.
Now choose how the field behind the icons array.
The colors you pick for your flag will also be used by your crew for their uniforms, so you can keep
Yup.
track of them in a fight.
Now, of course, when they say keep track of them, I mean, it really doesn't mean shit because more than likely chance you're not going to be with other fucking people. Yeah, I'm going to skip the tutorial. It's not important. Tutorial sets up the game that you need to find your parents and everything. And that's really it. We're going to turn down the volume because I turned it up earlier for sound testing. And clearly the sound is good enough. If anything sounds too loud, you guys will let me know, of course. Or if you don't, then fine. That's perfectly okay. Alright. You see? This guy has my name, but I can't have my name.
If you're to be a pirate, you need a ship. Do this right, and I'll give you one. You have my word of honor. Do we have an accord?
First off, let me turn this down a little bit more because it's not that this game is loud as shit, but man, sometimes you can't even hear yourself fucking think. We're gonna go to a different server because obviously I hate people. I'm a loner by nature when it comes to this kind of shit. First mission we gotta do is go beat some troggies, aka just some frog niggas, and that's it. And then we'll get our new teammate. Each class has a specific teammate that you get at the beginning, and ours is Egg Shen. He's pretty cool. I like Egg Shen. I love the voice acting. I'd argue the voice acting in King's Owl's games is great. Like, you could tell me the quality might not be up to snuff for some people, or maybe it's bad or some shit. They're gonna keep telling me fun tips, by the way, which I'm gonna disable soon. Where was the shit he's talking about? Companions. Do not. Yeah, I don't really give a shit. They'll either die or they won't. Let's see. No, they died anyway. Didn't matter. Easiest class. Stack attack is a threat. Yeah, no, it is. I've seen almost every single tip ever, so I don't need to see them again. And I didn't even know that was a function. So now Bonnie Ann joins us. She's a musketeer. She's really good. Like, on my other account, she's max level, I'm pretty sure. Which is only 70. And whenever you get things, you get companion points, make sure you use these. Always make sure to use your companion points. And always make sure to pay attention to where you're going. I'll actually show you guys my other pirates in detail because they're actually pretty good. And no cap, I love them. And The missions aren't hard, they just take a long time. They're just... What's the word I'm looking for? It's not arduous. What the fuck is the word, Avery? I know it's not arduous, but it's one other word I'm thinking of. Tedious. Tedious. There it is. It's fucking tedious, man. It's just tedious to do. And it's not bad tedious either at first. At first, you're kind of just like, oh, I'm just doing missions. And then later in the game, it becomes such a fucking task to just do fucking anything. Which is why, in good faith, I can't recommend people play this game. But there's a King's Isle live today. And with the King's Isle live, they're going to be doing Pirate101 stuff specifically today. If they update the game to be less tedious and less bullshitty, I will play this game more. But I just don't. It's just fucking tedious as shit. So it's just crazy to me. It's literally crazy to me. But it'd be like that sometimes. But let me show you guys my other pirates, because this one's okay. He's good. He's gonna be good. Best believe. But like I said, we got my OG. I know he's wearing some terrible ass drip, but that's what the end of the game does to you. We're in Mushu right now, but this is Paul Jenkins to be exact. This man is a threat. I tell you that much to be certain. He is a threat. He has some good shit on him too. And I have this new pet. It's a clownfish. It's Old Boomer. We got some other shit too, but obviously, you know, it's not that good because I was just doing missions here with a friend. But yeah, like I said, Bonnie Ann's already max level, so y'all already know the vibe. She's actually really, really good. When I say she's really good, and if I could explain this game in very fine detail, I will just right now. Just make sure I adjust my mic a little bit better. There we go. All right. So, with this game, you're going to be leveling up companions a lot of the time. And you can't level up a companion past your level, obviously, because that would just, you know, be unfair. But you want to make sure all your companions are at least a level or like 2 levels behind you, just in terms of numbers. And these are going to be, and you want to have main companions as well, because they're going to be companions that are obviously going to be better than others in certain situations, and then there are going to be certain companions that are going to be obviously worse. And you want to make sure you have a good handful of them that you're raising as well. You're going to get some that are going to be automatically leveled, you just have to give them talents. For example, this is Hercules. Hercules is one of those kind of people who you get during the game, last world, and you get him, but you just have to give him his talents. And talents are very important, which I'll get into later as well. But basically, companions are very, very important, and you get a plethora of them. You almost get like 2 pages worth. And there's a lot of companions that I still don't have because I didn't do some side quests. But if I go do some side quests, I'm pretty sure I fill up some more boxes. But there's a lot of companions. Now, there are certain companions that are locked to certain classes, right? So not every class is going to have Kanpo. Kanpo is my starter. Because I'm a witch doctor, I got Kanpo as he is a swashbuckler because that's just how that works. Each class gets a specific starter, and then everybody gets Bonnie Ann. And I think everyone else gets other things, but... Well, everyone else gets Bonnie Ann as well. But there's a bunch of other things that people don't get, and it's based around how you plan out your character. And for good reason, I like it. I like it like that, you know? I don't like when everyone has the same shit most of the time, but whenever people have different shit, it's pretty cool. So, there's a lot of different shit here. Additionally, I'm a witch doctor, so I just use magic. So if you're into, like, using spells and shit, literally, then you get all these cool shits, and, yeah, man. I have a lot of good spells. I'll do a practice battle on here, just so you guys see the complexities of what I do sometimes. You know how in Pokemon you can set up your stats to make sure that you do the most amount of damage? You're basically doing that just sometimes in this game. Set up 1, set up 2, set up 3, and then move Bonnie Ann back. So now we're just going to set everybody up with stats, and then we're going to attack next turn. There's a bunch of other talents that I have not gone over, but if anybody wants to hear me go over any more things, let me know. Because I can go over this game. It's just, you know, if no one's fucking interested, I'm not going to go over it, you know what I mean? But yeah. Oh, I have my water. There we go. And my chair is squeaking again. That's good. These niggas are pulling up and getting shot at, bro. But, alright, let's get it. Now, this turn, I could literally probably obliterate them in one shot, but we're going to see. Now we just do a bunch of spread attacks and we'll see who lives. They might just all die after 2. That's 1. And that's 2 and 3. Obviously, I'm not in, like, a high-level area. But, like, if I was in a high-level area, it still applies. I'd still do the same fucking things. But yeah, dude. What was this for? Oh, I remember this. This was for the final boss stuff. That shit was lethal. Fuck that final boss. Anyways, we're gonna go back. Obviously, I'll show you all my characters, though. We got Agnes. Agnes is a musketeer, I'm pretty sure. And every time they give you this fucking... blah, 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 blah. They tell you basically what you were left off doing because a lot of people, you know, they don't play every single fucking day. So... it's better for you to be told, hey, last time you were here, this is what was happening. Even though I'm pretty sure everybody usually presses Q to find their quest anyway, so. Agnes is a musketeer. She hits really hard, and there's no telling what she can do. As I said, everybody has, like, similar, some similar companions, but she obviously has different ones that would be best worked for her. Did I miss any spells? I did Quick Draw. Oh, Quick Draw 2. And then we get Bounding Overwatch? Okay, you know what? Old fish eye, I'll be back. Shit, I forgot about Quick Draw. Quick Draw is such a dope ability, but I wish everybody... well, no, I mean, everybody does technically have it, but Quick Draw just sounds better. I'm not going to do Wing Chun's mission yet, but like I said, that's Agnes. The one that me and Pantros are working on, I know, I forgot what his was named. I can check the friends list, of course. But we got Victoria, and his is named Lucia. So we're both basically just working on quests together. I don't know what we're going to do that again, if I'm being honest. I know he's at work right now, so I'm not going to do it today. But, like, this one is obviously a swashbuckler. There's a bunch of people, not too high level, of course. And then my other level 16, 17 is Richard, who's a buccaneer. Who's over here. He's pretty good. Buccaneers, oh my god, these niggas do not die. He only has 3 real abilities. Because buccaneers, what they basically do is they just get aggro. They just gather fucking... aggro and are just waiting to be hit. And them niggas do not die. There's a guy named Lawrence. But yeah, no, this game fun. I would recommend Wizard 101 over this though. Wizard 101 is a lot better. We don't have any talent, so we're not using our practice points unless we want to, but yeah, man. I definitely recommend Wizard 101 every day of the week over this because this game is certainly interesting. Because when I was mentioning the flags earlier, what I failed to mention was that there's a very annoying part of this game. And it's called using your ship. And you're probably thinking, how can they fuck up ships? Oh, by God, they did. And they made them less cool. So, don't worry. We'll get to that later. Don't you worry. It's the pace. I'm not even going to explain it. I am not going to explain it. Pirate101 is a good idea and concept, but it feels like it fell flat for very obvious reasons. And I think at 4 CST, so in like 30 to 40 minutes, I'm pretty sure, we'll be able to watch that, and I might just watch it honestly, just to see what they're gonna say, because I honestly do want to see what they're gonna say about everything. But yeah. But yeah. Anyway, passes through. Hello. We just here, you know. We just, you know, I'm a young black entrepreneur, you know. Ah, fuck. My head on here. My fault. But yeah, early game privateers are really, really good. They're kind of just the support class. There's not really a support class in this game though, but if there had to be one, privateers are definitely that. Because they get healing spells to heal people, obviously. Witch doctors can heal themselves, of course, but it's basically privateers. Buccaneers are kind of your tanks, but they mostly gather aggro. I'd argue privateers can be tanks as well. Swashbucklers and musketeers are probably the highest amount of damage you're ever going to get out this game, and they do a fuck ton of damage. Kind of VGC, well, God in the back. Hey man, you know the vibes. But yeah, nah, fucking swashbucklers and musketeers are like the best damage output. Musketeers are more long range. Swashbucklers obviously close range, and it's honestly it's so good. It's I wish more people played these games, because then people would understand why I hold them in such high esteem. They're games that have been going on for like 10 years or so, dude. It's fucking nuts to me how long these games have been going on. Just nuts. And then just nobody plays it because like, oh, that's too weird. And I'm like, weird? Weird? Nigga, we've been playing Pokemon for over 20 years and you calling this weird, my nigga? That's crazy to me, honestly. That's just how I feel about it, though. There are so many weird things that we play, but this is where we pump the brakes. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? The games are great, but people, I don't know. This is just a good game in general to me. I don't know. So it doesn't disable when my partner talks, which is fine. I was gonna go up here anyway and grab that. Ooh, yeah, we're gonna change some gear in a minute. We got a pendant. Got better damage, better pizza, Papa John's. Hold on. Doesn't give us base armor, but it's still good. And then that gives us some will and some strength. Okay. What are we focus? Privateers focus on will? Ooh, I did not know that. Okay, well, I guess we're doing that. I thought it was strength, actually, to be quite honest with y'all. They could have just said crocodiles or alligators, I assume. I don't think those terms are copyright. Or copywritten, or whatever the hell you say. Whatever that would be. I was going to say the plural, but then that's not correct either. I don't think those are copyrighted or copywritten terms. I don't know, dude. But I don't think they are anyway, regardless of how you say it. Just go around you. We're going to have to come back here, so I'm going to leave a mark here, of course. The main thing about this game specifically, because Pirate101 doesn't have the problem. Shut the hell up, Sergeant Shepard. You were barely any help later, and I'm gonna prove it too. But the thing about this game that I hate is a lot of fucking backtracking. Let me tell you about some backtracking in this game while we play the beginning, obviously. Tutorial-esque shit, but these niggas at King's Isle said to me, they came up and told me backtracking is the most goated thing in video games. Let me tell you something. I don't know who said it, but backtracking fucking sucks. Alright? I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. If I gotta keep going back to some or going back and forth without any real reliable pathway back, or just like, I don't know, having to walk 5 minutes to and from somewhere, it just sounds like fucking hell. Like, I'm just saying. Like, with Pokemon has fly, and that's really good. But if a Pokemon game introduces fly late into the game, I hate it more. Look at none other than fucking Pokemon's universe of all pieces of garbage. Always find a way to slander that game, but I think it's warranted. I think it's for sure warranted. Oh yeah, when you get a critical hit, you do a little animation. There are different kinds of hits that you can get, though. You're just like, make sure you use it on the Egg Shen or whoever your little buddy is. Because that's what they give you training points for, obviously. And then you can start using it on Bonnie Ann later. Also, you can buy, later on in the game, you can just buy companions as well. If you have money, like real life money. Which I don't think is very useful, honestly. I think henchmen are a lot better whenever you're having a tough time in a battle because they don't cost that much, but that's just me. I think the amount of companions you get in this game are good enough. And if you have to buy them, that would be terrible. So, you know. And you get a bunch of them too, so it's always an optimal chance that you're going to find a good trio of people to use. Alright. First world dungeon. What you have to do is hit the... Yeah, it just settles you, but you have to hit them. What I like to do is get everybody near one, and then on one final swoop, I hit all of them. Because each time you hit one, more niggas spawn. Which sounds terrible. Sounds exactly like what I just said. Sounds horrible, but you know what? This game does that. So don't worry. It's going to happen. What's good, Steelix? I didn't play Masters today, now that I thought about it. Hold on. But I also got to put this on the charger afterwards, too. As soon as you gave me those 300 tickets, I got back to my island and the land was taken by some ugly fucker named Beardo. Oh, God, you got Beardo? I'm sorry to hear that. Well, realistically, all you gotta do to move out people is pretty simple. And if you want to try it, you can. I know there are guys on YouTube and everything. Go forward a few days. Or go forward, I think, like a week or two. And then you have to wait until one of your villagers has a thought bubble to move out, basically. And what this will do, basically, is that you keep resetting your shit to that day. So, you go into the game, you see who has the thought bubble, turn it off, turn it back on again. And you see who has the thought bubble. So that you can determine, oh, if it's not the person I want, then I need to make sure. And you keep doing that. I don't know the official way. I never had to do it because I'm built different. But after Tori had to go through that kind of shit for villagers, she always had like a guide up or whatever have you. I could also hack my game so I can move out people whenever I feel like it. Which happens. We could listen to some music. Oh, yeah. You gotta tell me how it sounds. As long as it's low enough to be heard or not, or at least just there, that like it's not a disturbance. Oh, I forgot to gen for somebody. What time is it British time zone? It's 1, 4. Now it's 7-ish. Okay. I need to gen for somebody, it seems. And I forgot, which is absolutely my fault. I mean, I could definitely do it. Wait, no, not 7, Avery. It's 4 EST. It's 4:30 EST. It's 9:30 BST right now. Ugh, yeah, that would be considered evening, wouldn't it? The best thing I can do here is I can get this battle done while I get my Switch together. I keep forgetting that now that I put my shit over there, my headphone will always get pulled. And, like, I only have my headphones on just because it's better to hear things, but give me a second. Can't tell it what you know. You don't want to be alone. Like I said, it's a lot worse that my computer's over here, not down, but it's whatever. Could be turned up a smidge. Okay, cool. And then I'll turn it up here as well. Not that high, Jesus Christ. Alright. Now it should be fine. Beato is definitely a weird one. He's not my cup of tea, obviously. Not a lot of people's cup of tea, to be fair, but, you know. What I'm gonna just do now is get them from a bot. So I can trade with money in a minute. Which won't take very long, obviously. But we have to get it via land trade. Which, obviously, if you know anything about land play, you know land play is garbage. Pass it on. There we go. Yeah, you just restarting until you get Beardo to leave, honestly. It's real simple. That's shuffle Avery, there we go. Finn's right there. So we just go this. Oh, can't hit him yet. So go right over here. And then we'll just do that. All we gotta do is kill Finn. And he doesn't die very easily, of course, but it happens that way. Let's do this. This nigga Sergeant Shepard is not useful at all. I will say, some of the animations are lazy, but some of the animations are amazing. This is one of those lazier ones. But you can never tell which animations are better than others. And which ones they clearly spent more time on. Just kind of like Pirate101, honestly. Yeah, we're probably going to watch The King's Isle live since I thought about it. That's going to be good. We shall see. Yep. And we're done in 3 turns. Normally I don't do it that quickly, mostly because I really don't care about this fight, but that was impressively quick. At least for me. As you can see, things change. And then we just click the life fountain one. You click whichever one you want, honestly. It'll take you back. Life fountain is something unique to this game, where you click it and you just gain all your health back. And it's pretty convenient, I guess. But I just wish I could be named Avery. I don't care about anything else. That is the only thing I give a shit about. And it easily is the worst fucking thing in the world. I think once you hit level 5, you can go to your school class teacher. And mine's like a big old dog nigga over there. But we'll go through with that later. It's like, oh man, you think this ship is for you? And then all of a sudden, yours is the small fucking one. Which makes sense because you just started out. Like, you're a level 4 pirate expecting a large ass ship like that. Like, no, nigga. Like, at first, I was kind of like, oh, is that ours? When I first played this game, and I was like, what the fuck? And then I was kind of like, wait, we just started. Why would I get a big ass ship? Because my other characters, they have pretty good ships, but they're higher level. And obviously, they're a lot better. Also, they have these animatics where they tell you the story. I find those to be interesting. Maybe not to me currently, because, you know, I don't care right now. But yeah. Also, we're about to get another guy. It's Emmett, I'm pretty sure. Emmett's good. Emmett's a good guy. So, this is the guy that I have to go to. And I heal. And then we get another person as well. Anyways, yeah, we gain people basically every other day. But yeah, she'll be level 5. She'll probably be the best one that we have for a little bit. Until we get Emmett, who's also really good. But I think the Marchioness is really good. Especially in tandem with yourself, Bonnie Ann, and whoever else you want. Because honestly, that's a really good combination. But I'm not the definitive Pirate101 guy, so I could be wrong. But to me, someone who can raise will and gets eventual skills that would benefit you, as you benefit yourself as well. Basically, you're trying to get the will and the treasure from Ratbeard, who's that nigga, and you have to chase him down for a long time of the game. Don't worry, Steelix. It's gonna happen a few times. Don't worry. Tori had it to a point where Rald kept wanting to leave or some shit. It was crazy. Them niggas barely lived. Being more competent at the game helps a lot. I'm not gonna cap. Alright, so we'll play Masters in a minute, since I just remembered that. Emmett, she didn't really need healing. She only got hit once. Brian, my fault, OG. My fault. CBDL. I don't know what that is, but that sounds cool. I think that's another league. I was just looking at my friend Jalen's video. Need to go watch that later. See, this is the shit I be hating, bro. What? How? How is the last nigga we gotta kill the best blocker in this game? Like, my nigga, come on now. That makes zero sense to me. Don't worry, Egg Shen. When we get you repost, it's over for these niggas. If you can get repost. And now Emmett's with us. Emmett is going to be really, really good because he has heals. Martinez is going to be really good. Egg Shen, between Egg Shen and Bonnie N, these are probably the niggas we're going to be using the entire time. Because while Bonnie N doesn't really get much of a boost from having her will boosted, she still does a really good job. And now we're going to go somewhere else, and then we're going to hit level 5. And then I will get these Pokemon out there. Z is to go faster. The smaller your ship, the less speed you have, basically. It sucks. These ships suck. I don't know who made these ships. I don't know why they're so goddamn slow or why everything is so damn far away. But guess what? It sucks. And if that's not addressed, if certain things aren't addressed during the Kings Out Live, that's going to be something to look at. But also just like, man, fuck. Y'all really don't know what's going on with your damn game, huh, nigga? That's tough. I'm just going to take all the side quests now because I did them later on and it didn't matter, but I'm grabbing all the side quests now so I can do them later. Crowd walked out, but one nigga walked out. Crowd walked in and one walked out, my nigga. Now you're level 5. Now, this is to the point where you can play if you're playing freely, which is not a very far point. In Wizard 101, you're probably playing for about an hour, I would argue, of maybe 2 hours of content. You can do any of their missions whenever you want to, or in any order, really. So, it's pretty good. I like that aspect, at least. But otherwise, there's not a whole lot about this game that makes too much sense, or is better than Wizard 101. Because this game is a lot more tedious, honestly. Despite having a lower level gap by literally half the levels, it still manages to be just a longer experience, honestly. And we get light armor. What do we get? We get Sashi weapons. We get heavy armor, which is fine. Elusive, pirate, loud. We get group. We get revive, which is cool. Loud, pirate 2, elusive 2, elusive 3. Repel Borders, and Repel Borders 2. Okay. Which basically means there's a secret trainer that you use to get all your other abilities, which still I don't know why you have to do that, but yeah. Rough. And you as well get that. Because that's what you niggas need. Rough. Well, Egg Shen. Wow, it doesn't even get Bonnie N to level 5? That's cringe. Alright, whatever. I think we can go buy a training point if we have enough gold. And that's cool, I guess. I don't like that aspect because The higher level you are, the more money that is, and I'm just gonna keep it a stack. Unlike Wizard 101, Pirate 101 is not a game that just drops cash to you. It is a game where if you don't have enough money, guess what, pal? You're not getting far. Or at least in this regard, if you don't have enough going for you, or if the shit you can't afford, you can't afford it, nigga. Good luck. Have fun, nigga. Shit's mad crazy to me, dog. And, like, even if I wanted to buy new gear right now, I'm better off going with drops until, like, level 10. Even then, I'm better off going with drops to, like, level 20, level 30. Because that's how bad the drops are in this game, generally speaking. But, you got jockeys to leave? Alright, nice. Alright, let me gen these mons real quick. BBL content, what's going on? It's just not better than Greninja. I think we need to do a thumbnail tutorial for some people. Not because I'm hating. Don't worry. I'll be hating and shit. But, like, man. When you see thumbnails on YouTube, like, my thumbnails aren't even that great. They're not the best. But they're better than what they used to be. But you want to make a thumbnail that grabs people's attention. Not something that's not going to get anybody. But that's just me. We're going to get these Pokemon out the way now. Do I have my charger on me? I do. Let's grab that. Because my shit's dying. Alright, so now we're going to go over here. Do this. What was the command for this bot? It's exclamation point trade. Okay. I'd rather be able to get this done with now. I love your thumbnails. They always get my attention. Yeah, see, that's the thing, right? So, like, my thumbnails are not obviously top tier, but they're always going to have a meme and they're always going to be funny because that's my brand, right? When people see my thumbnails, they know that's Avery's thumbnail or that's Incog's thumbnail. It's not like you're sitting there wondering who the fuck made that shit. Because half the time, you're probably like, yeah, that's Avery. You know what I mean? But maybe that's just me, personally. Thumbnails are a very big part of YouTube, especially if you really want your video to reach somebody. If you're just uploading to upload, then ignore everything I just said. Thumbnails don't matter if you're uploading just to upload. But to general people who want to maybe get a few subscribers, get somewhere with this shit, hey, thumbnails are very important. Just like networking. But we'll get to that. I'm a man who knows some of what he's talking about. Not everything, but one day we'll talk about all of it one day. Those are Skyway, Remington Steel. Let's go this way. We gotta get rope and fight Batacudas. Or Batcudas, I think they're called. Right, Avery? Yep, Batacudas. Okay, they had an A there. Alright, we're gonna go to Remington Steel. And honestly, this game right here, this game's real fucking fun, but not everyone's playing it, you know. Well, that voice acting was cringe. Wasn't cringe. It was just odd because I wasn't expecting that nigga to. I guess what else would he sound like, Avery? I will say I don't recommend doing side quests all the time, but because I have nothing else to do before I decide to do main missions, I always like doing side quests because they're actually genuinely like get experience from them. So it's whatever to me. But if you don't like doing side quests, then don't do them, obviously. And you can do all the side quests that you want to do if you don't have a membership. So side quests are definitely essential. This game is very blue. And you can see that on my face. Because my screen isn't even that bright, to be quite honest with y'all. It's just how it's reflecting on me. Which is not great. And now we have this dumbass close-up view. God dang it. get this next one out the way. 25, 24, 24. That's good. Awesome. I feel sorry to Muddy, but honestly, at this point, as much as I feel sorry, it's kind of one of those things where I definitely just forgot, if I'm being real. Why is it level 58? Avery, you dumb fuck. There we go. Give me a second. I'll hear it anyway when it's timing down anyway, so it doesn't matter. 2 left over, got it. I also wish there was like some way to tell people how to make thumbnails, so I'm being real. Just like on the topic of YouTube stuff yet again. I wish there's a way to tell people like, hey, your thumbnail needs to, you need to have a better and more presentable thumbnail, basically. But you can't do that. You can't do that. You literally cannot do that because some people will get very offended if you tell them their thumbnail is not good. You have to kind of keep to yourself about what you feel like. Oh God, I can't read your name. 2 questing fleet with party of 3. Well, thank you for the party of 3. Hello, how's it going? Hi. How's it hanging? I'm just playing some Pirate101, man. Welcome to the stream. I'm doing 2 things at once and trying to maintain being entertaining. But hello, welcome to the stream. Hopefully you have a good time. How was your stream, man? You guys are quacking. Hey, that's all good by me. Welcome to the stream, regardless. I'm playing on a new character in Pirate101, and it's going just about as good as it can right now. Which is pretty good. You're also Pirate101 channel? Oh, nice! I play a little Pirate101, and I play a lot of Wizard 101. I have 4 different pirates on this. Well, now this would be the 5th one. 5 pirates on this account. I've beaten the game. It was hell. But hey, I'm probably going to change over in a minute to the King's Isle Live that should be going up soon. As far as I understand it. I think it's going up soon. Or it's going to be going on soon. I hope. I think it's going to happen soon. Unless it already happened. Because I actually want to watch that. Because if they said it's going to be Pirate101 based. So I'm like, let's see how that's going to go. Because I haven't heard anything about this game in forever. We did kill that one. And then we shoot that one and we shoot that one. There we go. Yep, starts in 8 minutes. Yep. So I want to watch that on stream probably. So I'm just doing side quests for this one guy. Enjoy your Tapu Fini. And then, was that traded correctly? I think it was. I hope so. I'll check it out in a minute in terms of EVs. Modest. It should be based on 100, I believe. I also play a lot of Pokemon. Want to raid them? That's the actual company that made the game. That's all. I hope there will be good updates. I hope there are good updates, honestly. I'm not going to raid them. Mostly because I kind of want to see. I want to watch. Because I really want to see what updates they're going to do. Because I'm very interested right now. With King's Isle and everything. Yep, that's 317. That should be the right EVs. Of course I heard of Pokemon, man. Of course. Everybody on Twitch has. Young Alex and Shirley John Remington. Okay, now we have to go do Cutthroats. Which is this way? I actually forgot where they... No, they're over that way. Yeah, they're over there. There we go. Always forget where shit is. Rope, and it's going to be telescope. Okay, cool. So blood moon and stuff like that. And then let's go ahead and get over there. Let's see where they are. There it is. Ship battle. Let's go. I'm just a small ship. You're getting your ass beat by me. You losing to me, bro. What you doing? Where your mom at, nigga? Where's she at, bro? What's going on over here? Let me go around the motherfucker. Hey, come here. Caught him. Oh, that's talking about Pokemon. Yeah, I'm talking about Pokemon entirely because I'm making somebody something right now, which is why my eyes are my eyes everywhere. Actually, oh, we're gonna do that. Oh, I forgot to do the will thing. That's okay. As long as they group up, I'm fine with this exchange. As long as they group up, I'm fine with this exchange. Okay, they did. Awesome. This will go swimmingly then. Do that. They'll die, and then you don't have to really move. You just have to shoot. In case anybody lives, Bonnie, and clean up those two. I don't think they're gonna live. Yeah, they're gone. Yeah, that's easy. I didn't think being a privateer would be that good, but honestly, this is great. Thank you for the follow, 32 Cortez. Thank you. Welcome to the guild. You know the vibes. Hopefully we get our items from this because holy shit. And thank you for the follow, First and Murder Ducky. Did we get both? Damn, we got both. That's absolutely crazy to me. Okay. So we gotta go back to Skull Island anyway, so we might as well just boat there and then we'll teleport back to our spot on Blood Chills. This is bluer than I thought it would be, but honestly, it's fine. Some for you than her, JK. Hey, it's all good. This. And I think blind to me is the first one we're going to see, so it should be fine. And then we'll do that. Let's go this way. I'll show you guys my other pirates actually in a minute. Just want to see. Yeah, I might as well. You know what? I'll stop here and we'll get the King's Owl live up so that I can start doing that. But I have my level 70 Paul Jenkins, my level 54 Deadeye Agnes, level 17 Victoria, level 16 Rude Richard, and now we have our level 5 Paul. So, yeah. When I play this game a lot, I mean, like, I probably poured over 1,000 hours in this game, maybe. But I've been playing it for a long time. I've been playing it since it came out. I'm just like Wizard 101. And now I'm like 23, so I'm old. I'm old and still playing Wizard 101. But, which is fine. I don't really give a fuck. We're going to move that over here. We're going to extend this. King's Izzle live. Yep. Pull this up. Well, really just click on this and then have this up. I do not follow them, so I'm going to follow them now. And now we're going to shift this. PvP? I've never really been a guy on PvP, honestly, but people have told me several times that I should probably try it, because honestly, I haven't. Which, I mean, is fine. I definitely should. I definitely will at some point, though. Not now, though, but at some point. Because I didn't do PvP on Wizard because some people on Wizard are not the greatest, if you know what I mean. Oh my god, it's bigger than I thought it was. Okay, hold on. Kill that. Okay, what happened to you? Why are you... Oh, you know what? The last time I used Chrome, I made it a square, so I need to keep that for later. Because that was for my... shiny hunting stream, which I need to keep. So I need to just do it all zeros now. 0, 0, 0, 0. This should be 100. Close. And this. Honestly, we could just do it on the other layout, which would be over here. Which would get rid of my face, unfortunately, but that's okay. I want to see the content at hand anyway. So I'm all for getting rid of my face. I think some people are there already. Where is my mouse going, and why is it gone? Where did my mouse go? gonna turn it off and on. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Where did my mouse go? Hi, mouse. Thank you. Thank you for coming back to me. Jesus Christ. Couldn't fucking see it. Alright, there we go. Do that. And theater mode. There we go. And we're gonna close out the chat. Alright. Oh, Eco! Holy shit! Thank you for the $50. Thank you, Eco. I think Eco was saying that he was gonna send me money anyway, but thank you for $50, man. He did it right when I was streaming. Thank you. Oh god, that scared the shit out of me. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, thanks, man. He did say he was gonna do that. Thanks. God bless. Okay, that scared the shit out of me. Okay, anyways. I sound like a fucking dolphin. Just fucking like an idiot, dude. Alright, let's get this started. Oh, I need to unmute Twitch. That's what I need to do as well, but I'll do that in a minute. 15, 16, it is unmute, and I'll turn on the volume when it starts. Come on, Avery. And 616125. I'm just trading this bot my old team. Because that's what I'm doing right now. And then that's going to go off there. What the fuck? Oh my god. Okay. Why? Why does my mouse keep fucking disappearing? This is getting annoying. You know what I'm saying, bro? Come on now. It's so odd. Oh shit, what? Did I not get it? Oh, it's starting. Where did the bot go? Alright, well I didn't find the bot apparently. Alright, that's interesting. Let me turn off my music, Avery? Maybe do that so you can hear everything better? I have 7 notifs too. Nothing's going on. Alright, cool. Well, let me change my title and stuff before I keep going with other things, since I have a scatterbrain apparently, which is going fantastically for your boy. Reset? Why did I reset? Did that help? I hope. I guess it might have. Alright, docs. Stream information. Call this King's Isle Live Pirate 101 watch along. I guess this should be under special events because it is a special event. It is a King's Hour Live. But yeah, no face cam for this. Obviously, we're just gonna be listening to this. Hopefully everything sounds good. If it doesn't, let me know. Obviously. I have it up to half almost on there, so I'll be doing this for a little bit longer. This Avery exclamation point trade. Try that again. Hello, that's a TikTok message. Why does my thing do this every time? It just takes it off. That's so odd. I thought this was gonna be about Pirate101, but this right here, some heat. This some heat right here. But if y'all want me to throw down a community music video, nah, they not ready. They said, listen, Avery, we need you to put down a track for us. Nah, I got it. I'm gonna put a track together. Just y'all wait. Oh, it's just a teaser? All right, cool. See, if the games look like that, that'd be cool as fuck, but they don't. Fuck that boss. That boss y'all just saw with the sun, fuck that boss. That boss terrible. Them bosses, terrible. Fuck them bosses. Them Avalon niggas, bro. I swear to God.
Welcome, wizards, pirates, and friends from around the gaming community. Welcome to May's KI Live. I am Spark, community manager here at King's Isle. Joining us are Professor Belmea, Theseus, Ratbeard, Matt Nedick is back, and Artie is joining us again as well. Hey, Artie. So for today's show, we will be answering your additional questions from the update. We'll talk a little bit about Pirate101 as well, and announcing the winners of the Wizard101 Create a Spell. We had hundreds of entries to that contest. So
I did not enter in that because I can't draw.
check out his hashtag W1 spell cards if you're interested in seeing what's on the design. Somewhere in the middle of the show, we'll have, of course, some giveaways. In fact, if you're joining us in game, you can redeem Megabat Live. Let me turn on the code here. There it is, Megabat Live, and that will give you a Megabat one-day mount in Wizard101 as well as a superior bat. There will be a couple people gathering in. We'll be in Realm Grey Rose Area 1 for Wizard101, and then also for Pirate101, the usual Avery Realm Area 1 as well.
Can you hear it now, Steelix?
Before we officially begin, roll call time. So we have a question here. We have a couple of great ones here. First one, for all of you in chat. How are you all doing in chat? Everybody excited for the show? Everybody having a good Thursday today? Your question for all of you, your favorite pet from the,
I
actually
can't eat
tomorrow
too
it's
much?
going to be this is a preview. Pet Promenade event weekend. I think I'm teasing that one in advance, but there it is. And we also have had a couple of great pet
Let me know if you guys can hear it properly.
weekend events recently as well. Well, Pet Promenade is already going on. And recently, the double pet experience weekends.
Perfect.
We
Thank
had,
you,
I don't know
Steelix.
how last time when, Joel, we had both for Wizard101 and Pirate101 double pet XP on the same weekend at the same time. That was last weekend.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that was pretty fun. I don't recall one in quite a while when both were doing that.
I also always
I
wanted to
honestly
work
try
for this
to
place too.
put them a little bit of apart so that people that do pets in both games don't feel like
Yeah.
they have to be constantly on in both
Yeah,
games.
yeah. But we had a great weekend on that, and so this whole week has been kind of like all about pets. So we figured, hey, let's give a one-day mount for all of you, on the pet and mount themes for the show. All right, let's get rolling here. We have a lot of great questions today. A couple of immediate ones. One that was actually there was a few of you asking about the Create a Spell card contest winners. Again, that'll be announced at the end of the show. Pirate101, Pirate101 number 102 Puppet Pyres voting. We are about to announce the list of entries. It's a little bit delayed than normal, but don't worry. There's been some great entries on Twitter and Facebook. You guys can go check out the previous announcements for Puppet Pirates to see who has entered so far a quote. And if you haven't entered one and you're a pirate, if you want to participate. I see we've got some chats about some getting in-game items on Wizard in the chat already, some questions, some new players too, it looks like. Welcome everybody. If you're a new player to Wizard101 or Pirate101, welcome to the show. And now I think Leah has an update as well.
Felix was right. That nigga's too close to the camera.
Oh yeah. So it's been really nice to kind of just do a state of the games right at the top to kind of head off some of the questions before we get to the questions. So I'll just get right to it. I will start with Pirate101 today. We're in the final stages of bug fixing and queuing a small update for Pirate to be released next month. I just wanted to properly set the expectations that this is a small update. We fixed a bunch of bugs, probably about a couple dozen. There's a new max level boss in game that you can fight with a little bit of side content story leading up to it. So we're really excited to put a little bit more story in. And we have a 9th birthday gift to give to y'all and a few nice things for DCS to put up in the shop of the coming months. At the very least, we'll look for more small windows between wizard updates like this, so we can just add a little bit to the game here and there with existing staff. We are still exploring the idea of expanding the team to do more significant updates at some level, so stay tuned on that. But hopefully we'll at least be able to fix some bugs and put some new stuff in every once in a while. So let's go to Wizard. Wizard, I don't have a ton because we're in that middle where we're developing a new milestone. We've released a milestone already, so I don't have a ton to talk about. We're rounding the bend for development on the summer milestone, and I don't think we'll be in test run by the next KI Live, but soon after that, certainly. Speaking of, should I give a hint on something?
Hints, teasers, yay!
Hints, teasers?
Always. Oh yeah.
Always.
This early in
Yep.
the show? Yeah.
Definitely.
Here's the problem. I had the hints on a completely different page. So I think somebody needs to do some karaoke or distract the community for a moment while I dig that up, if that's okay.
I'm going to switch over to Wizard 101 gameplay, see who is in. Actually, you know what? Since you started with Pirate, I'm going to go over to Pirate gameplay. See who's in
Please
Avery.
do.
Oh, we have a whole bunch of people. Let's
I'm not joining
check
them.
Out. I gotta
Mostly because,
switch
like
the
I've
games.
said
There it
several
is.
times, I hate people.
So here I am in Avery Area 1 in Skull Island, and joining me are all the pirates today. Welcome everybody. Hey, how's that going? I actually turned off names. Let me turn those back on. If you're actually
God,
in game
stop sending me
and
TikToks
also
during my
hanging
stream.
out in
Good
Twitch
fucking
chat, say hi.
Lord.
Say who your
Jesus.
character name is. In
No,
either
this is
Pirate or
getting
Wizard.
annoying.
We'll switch over to Wizard shortly here.
Because that
Yeah,
shit's louder
okay.
than a bitch.
So I got it. Sorry, I forgot to put it in the script. I usually am pretty good about that. So, from the writers about the new content coming up, you'll meet somebody new and look at people you already knew in a whole new way. Beware the rabbit. That's it. That's what you get this month. We'll have a lot more to
What?
talk about next month.
What does that mean?
I'm lost.
Guess we'll find out.
Is Bun Ferrato coming back?
As our lead writer Sam would say, that would be telling. That would be telling. So I can't say anything more. But just a little hint about a little bit of new content coming up, and we'll certainly be talking more about the summer update next time. We're also simultaneously working on the new world. That's actually in full production. Art's going full swing, so is writing. And we're planning out and documenting all the other bits for that milestone and trying to figure out what's going in there and what fits. And certainly more on that once the leaves start to turn and we've done our summer update, and we'll start talking about fall. But there's some really cool stuff on the horizon. We're really excited. And so I'm going to kick this off with our first question from Stemogistel. Stemogistel?
Stemixtel, I think. Apologies,
Stemixtel.
Stemixtel. We talk a lot in email and in chats, but never verbally, so I have not been able to confirm that name.
All right. Well, confirm that for me. Give me a pronunciation, because I know I've taken questions from this person before, and I'm like,
Yeah, thank you for the recurring questions. And if you don't get your question answered today, there was a lot of them as well. Don't worry, just ask for the next time.
Yep. This one just says office move status. I imagine Smogistel? It's just saying office move status. So I'm sure that there are some folks that obviously see we're still at home, and we've had some questions on when we're going to get back in the office. We're likely not going back for this year. We're taking time to find some sweet new digs to move into, and we'll hopefully be back in the office
Good luck
next
finding
year.
Big Top, my friend.
So I have to ask the chat, if you were looking for a new office, what would be your first priority? What is the first thing you're going to be looking for?
Coffee machine. Oh wait, you were asking
Coffee
chat, not me.
No, that's okay. What?
No, coffee machine, definitely. No, my man, what's his name? Matthew Johnson? Matthew?
A pool.
Nice, cool. I
Matthew
like that.
Anderson?
That's what
Nice
somebody
pool.
said.
Donut station. Yeah.
My nigga, for
Donut
sure.
station,
You
parking.
said the
Yes,
right
parking's
answer.
important. Move to Canada. No, that's too
I'm with
cold.
you, Dutch windmill. Commute
A
time.
view.
Commute time is what
expense. Yeah,
shit.
that's a big one.
Ooh, parking.
Minecraft World.
Mine
Oh,
park.
this is fun. Yeah, I wanted to get suggestions on our new.
I hear. I see
Space.
view and parking. That's city people. If I'm correct.
Yeah,
I've worked in
parking
a city.
shouldn't be a problem where we're moving to, or that area we're moving to.
Comfy
Big
chair.
window.
Good. Yeah.
Large windows. I'm seeing the view. Another person for Canada. Sorry, we're not going to Canada. That's too cold. Cafe downstairs, possibly.
There's a more inventive answer.
yeah,
a
I like
stage,
this.
so there is a daily live music show.
That would be cool.
Yeah. Great question.
Near a restaurant. Location's good too. Yeah.
Hey, and we have Stimo Gistel is Let's Go Mets backwards. He's a Mets fan. Okay,
Nice.
very cool. Still doesn't, still don't know how to pronounce it, but we'll find out. Florida, I'd be more inclined to move to Florida, but we'll see. Anywho, thanks for the feedback, chat, on where we should move into our new office and what we should be looking for.
Yeah, great ideas. I like some of those.
Yeah.
So we have more questions, but I'd like to switch the giveaway code now. The Mega Bat Live, which you see
Oh.
on your screen, is for a one-day mount, just today only, for both games, Wizard 101 and Pirate 101. So you can join us on the live stream and for 24 hours after that.
Is that because you're Bat Masterson?
Yes, actually.
Was that why you picked that?
Actually, no, it wasn't my idea. Decius
Masterson,
came up with
y'all
that
making
idea. So
jokes?
what we'd like to do
Yeah.
is have a one-day mount or something that we can provide you in the game temporarily, and that's really mounts, every show. So that we can have, like a little dance party or, just gather each show with a little bit of a theme. So that was the idea. And there's only so many, so we'll see how many months we can get by with that. Maybe next month will be a little bit different, but we'll try to do it every month if we can. So there's the code. So if you're in the game, Wizard or Pirate, or both at the same time, grab that code. Meanwhile, let's switch off that code and do the guess for the normal, regular KI Live giveaway code. And this will be
Ooh.
revealed a little bit later. You will get, if you...
Or maybe in 10 seconds when the chat
Or yeah.
guesses it.
Why do I keep saying later all the time? You guys are so good at guessing these. But you'll get, when you redeem this other code, for Wizard 101, a Marleybone Motors pack and a Gray Skytrain Robbery pack. Ooh. And for Pirate 101, keeping to the pack theme, a Tribal Crew pack and an Ashes of Armada pack.
You're not lying.
So this
Steelers,
is
they
also,
look dead inside as
big
fuck.
thanks to Decius. So let's give, he does so much great work on, you're here, Decius, I know, but I just have to give you an applause, and I'd like the chat to just briefly clap for Decius here. Give Decius a shout out for these giveaway codes, yeah?
Woo, woo, woo.
Oh yeah. After you all figure out this code, I have another code with an extra special surprise
Super
for
secret?
Wizard
Oh, really?
afterwards.
Nice. Yay, claps, Decius. Look at that. You've got
Thank you all.
however many fans in Twitch chat at the moment. I can't actually see how many people are watching.
About 2.
About two. Just
No.
two.
Oh, there's at least 3. Come on.
Yeah.
All right, there's your guess. So we'll let that simmer for a few minutes while we do more questions.
All right, questions. We got again. We have a ton this time, and they're for lots of different people. I'm not going to be
I
talking
also
the
think
entire
that they
time,
were
so
in
that's
Texas
fantastic.
during
I
all
love
the
it.
snow stuff. So
The first one
they
is for
definitely
me though.
look dead inside.
Anna asked, "Do you guys plan to revise old Wizard or Pirate 101 content ideas, or would you rather start over from scratch and look to bring brand new ideas to the table?" If we're able to delve into new content significantly, it'll be a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. There's some amazing ideas that we had both in story content and systems and things that we didn't do that were never created, and we'd love to see them realized, but we also want to have the ability to reset and take stock of like what would be the best thing to add to the game right now when we do get into it. So both. Both of them, if we do get the chance to jump in and do some significant development for Pirate, we will take stock of what we had planned to do before and see if it's the best idea. So, all right, next one. Oh, I guess this one is me too.
Thanks, by the way, for all of the great feedback and ideas and suggestions for new content for both games, as well as, you know, especially for Pirate right now, just the simple, what are the things that are bugging you, pun intended.
Wait, okay, motor, what's the code? It looks, there's a lot of guesses here. Where's the code, you guys? I don't see it. Oh, yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
they
they
got
Oh,
it.
in the script?
Yeah.
They got it.
You got it?
They
Yeah.
got it a little bit.
They,
Yeah.
Oh, they did? Oh, so good.
Should we let them figure out who got it and what it is?
Yeah, I don't see a consensus. I don't see other people, you know. get away.
Yeah, I see.
Oh, they got it. Yeah.
At least
They're consolidating now. Yeah.
There. Would it be fair if the next code it's for packs and I throw in a bundle word? You know, like totally like just random words. Because I feel that's the only thing I can do at this point.
Make it one of those
Go around
captchas
with
where
it,
it's like
spell it.
X
Yeah, I
two V R,
Normally,
just
if you find,
nothing.
like, a really, really good
They'll
villager,
still
like,
get
really
it. They're
popular
too
villager,
smart.
it's definitely
Those are fine. I
best.
just hate the ones
There
where
you
you
go.
have to find the traffic light,
Oh man, yeah.
and then you have to find the bus, and then
Yeah.
you know, I guess I'm not a robot, but I still get them wrong.
Yeah. So community, we get them wrong too. It's frustrating for us too. We're all in this together, trying to improve those things, and you know.
Trying to prove we're not a robot.
Yep.
Maybe we are. Maybe that's the problem.
Okay, code's on the screen now, everybody.
All right, more
It's
questions.
motor
More
train
questions. This one was for Sam, but since he couldn't be here today, I'm just going to relay it. Alexander Smith says, "What was the inspiration for Dr. No in Pirate?" And he said, "Dr. No is inspired. NOH was inspired by the James Bond villain Dr. No, Dr. No, but his name riffs on NOH drama, which is an ancient kind of theater in Japan which uses masks to let performers portray character types. Thus, he is masked." So it's like a double pun, not really pun, but like pulling from two different things. So there you go.
Got puns all over here. What do you have to say about that, Kaylee?
I love puns and I support our writers in everything they do, so I approve.
We are
Fantastic.
just to let everybody know, there's a few people in the chat that are unable to log into the website. This happens quite frequently every show. We get a bunch of people trying
Nice
to
seeing
redeem
those
the code
dudes.
at the same time. That slows down the website.
Nice seeing
Just
those
give it some
students
time. You don't
try
have to
it,
redeem it
like
right
that.
now. You can do it even after the show. The code is available and open until 6 o'clock Central Time. That's going to be at least a half an hour after the show. So don't worry about that. And you'll have other chances when it goes on YouTube, as well as if you follow our newsletters, there'll be an additional opportunity to grab the code then too.
All right. Hey, Matthew. Next question's for you.
Which Matthew?
Oh, right. I have to be specific. Manderson.
Oh,
Nice
Bat
ones, dude.
okay.
Spark.
What is it?
Whatever name you're using these days. Arcanum Lore says, "What do you think about the spell ideas that our community submitted so far?"
Amazing. Like, one of the goals for the contest was, they didn't specify contest, I think, but I'm pretty sure that's what they were talking about, was to be fun, to be interesting, to be unique. Art design was not the top thing for the contest. I mean, it would be nice, you know, just, oh, they put some effort into it, that's good enough. You didn't have to be an art major. And some really cool designs, a little few puns in there, Kaylee, too. You saw some of those spells as well as we were reviewing them. And I just love the uniqueness of some of them. I was going to give a few examples, but I'll save that until the end of the show when we show them off.
Oh, yeah, thanks. There was a question if they already announced the winners. Nope.
That'll
We
be
have
at
not
the
end.
already announced. Soon.
Yeah.
Soon.
I just want to make a note too. They were these submissions that did happen were overwhelmingly awesome. The ones that I saw from Twitter and that people tagged Wizard101 in. Yeah, just not only just the art. Some people came up with clever names, clever tech concepts. They understood the schools. It was just amazing to see just the passion for these cards and the ideas. So
We'll probably do
Great job,
another one
everyone.
of some sort again because it was probably our most
Yeah.
popular contest in quite a while.
I remember my favorite was also seeing people saying, well, which one do I submit? I have so many ideas. And that was just cool to hear as well. People, had just so many choices and so much passion that they couldn't even decide. So thank you all.
All right. Yeah. No, it was very cool. That was a very popular contest, and it was super fun to see the entries. You guys are so creative. It's awesome. Apparently, there's a request for Magnetic's cat.
Well, she comes up on her. Come here. I let her decide, unfortunately. So she'll decide if she wants to join
Right.
in later. But I'm
All
sure
right.
she will. She likes the attention.
All right. We shall see if there will be cat times.
I'm going to switch over to Wizard here. Well, yeah, you're probably going to go to another question.
I will, and this one's for me too. I tried to switch everything up, but I must have not done a very good job at this. Rusty Fox says, is there any chance we can see Wizard 101 on more devices? And the answer is nothing to announce yet, and certainly not confirmed that it will be, but we're definitely looking into it. Not likely in 2021, much more likely in future years, but just these things take time and a lot of
Wizard
human
101
beings
pops
to
up
make
on
happen. Unfortunately,
another system. That'd be cool as fuck. I'm just gonna
it's
keep
not
it
just
stuck with y'all
push a
niggas.
button and all of a sudden we're on a
Like,
different platform.
Dead ass. If we get to
Especially
another
because we are a
place,
very,
that'd be really
very,
cool.
older game. We've been around for a while.
Yes, you
we're on an
have.
older engine, so a lot of these things will
Niggas
take
been around
time
for a break.
to upgrade
This game
and
old. And
make
older
it
than
good
me.
for
Oh,
other
no,
platforms.
half as old as me, I think.
If and when we decide to do that. So stay tuned. Obviously, when we have something to announce, we'll let you know.
And we have a lot of Megabats in the game right now for Wizard here, just hanging out here in the Commons. And
It's like
meeting new
Austin.
friends.
It's like Austin under a bridge. Austin's bats.
Yeah. If you ever visit Austin, I've actually not seen that yet, but like every night they all come out at once or something like that, and it's like thousands of bats.
There's
It's
certain
super,
places.
super cool.
Yeah, it's like 20-30 minutes of them coming out. Actually, you can kayak on the river as a tour, and you can be right under the bridge or near the bridge when they come out. That's what we did. It's crazy. It's worth doing.
Let me tell you though that the smell is not great under that bridge.
That's true.
Just pointing that out.
But don't go under it. Just keep a distance to watch.
The bat colony in Round Rock though is apparently bigger now.
I'm gonna be trading with somebody
The one that's
soon
right
on
by
Nine
the
Place. I'm just
two
setting up
bridge
everything if
intersections.
you guys
Oh, there's
hear
another one.
sounds.
Yeah.
Just so you
Interesting.
guys know,
Well,
this is not
we
some
have bats here in
business.
Austin, so that's cool. How about a tip? So from Andrew, he says, if you're questing in Caramel, make sure to do all the side quests so you can get extra spell elements to upgrade your Caramel spells. Side quests are fun. They're a nice extra to the game, so you don't want to miss those in general, I would say. Great tip there, Andrew. Thank you.
Hi, Shreddy Comfy. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. We're watching the
All right.
King's Isle live.
Questions? More questions? What do we have? All right. This one was certainly for Gary Scott Smith, but since he is not here today, I'm going to relay his answer as well. So Steva Song asks, how about allowing the owner of a house to give another player a resident role, which would give that resident some permissions like kicking people from the house. This would help a lot during organized events during Wizard. Gary's says, this is something we could do. The easiest way would be to make it temporary. An owner could delegate kicking people to another player, but that delegation is only active until the other player leaves the house or it's revoked. So, chat, let us know what y'all think
That's
about
awesome.
that.
I think that's a good suggestion.
I didn't even know that
honestly.
answer yet. That's fantastic.
Yeah, so that's something we can look into. Obviously, it's some time to make that happen. Certainly not an easy button, but we can look into doing that. All right. Next question. This is another one for Mr. Bat Masterson Spark Manderson person.
When maybe one name would have been great in the beginning.
No. I'm just gonna call you by all the names. It's just like when you're in trouble. It's like you get called by every name.
When I'm in trouble, it's called Mr. Anderson. Get over here.
Mr. Anderson. All right,
Mr.
so
Anderson.
Madison Duct says, "What are the current plans for Pride Month? Looking forward to what y'all have in store."
Oh, great question. Well, we're very much all-inclusive here at Kings Isle, and we have some plans. I don't think I want to tease them yet. Nothing too crazy. Just, we really want to just support what the community is doing and celebrating. And, we have a couple of games, Wizard and Pirate, that are great for doing so. Just, hanging out in game, sharing, social tweets, recognizing the month. And so that's primarily what we'll be doing. We'll see what else we can do in the days ahead.
All right.
Steelix, the guy who
All right.
looks pink, has not moved.
Mr. Anderson.
Front of his camera.
I've got one more for you.
This is like my show today. Wow.
I know. Lots of questions for you. Natalie asks, I know Kings Isle had a booth at some gaming conventions in the past. Do y'all have plans to continue that once it's safe for people to go to conventions again? And if so, do you have any specific ones in mind?
We love going to conventions. I personally love to go to conventions. In fact, I can't show you. It's in the other room, but I have this rack of I keep all the badges for all the shows I used to go to. Now we don't because we're still, it's semi-lockdown. Probably over 100 badges on that rack. And so there are conferences, there's conventions, and now with, Wizard and Pirate fans, wanting to meet us, hey, that's fantastic. We'll meet you at, events that we happen to be going to. We love to say hi, and those are typically conventions. Like, we've been to PAX. I love those. South, of course, since that's here in Texas. Let's see what else. E3 at one point, and Gen Con. That was the other one I was going to mention. That's a pretty good one to go to too, because there's a lot of great board games there as well. But will we be at one ourselves, like as a Kings Isle booth and all of that? Probably not for quite a while. We, have to figure out the office situation, like Professor Fomea had mentioned, and then what are we going to do at that point? Where are we in milestones for the games, and all of that is considered too. But if there's a chance, especially for PAX South, since it's so close to us, maybe that would be, I guess, 2023 probably at that point. Maybe next year. We might be roaming around, and we'd love to say hi then.
Senior Spicy makes a good point. No designer questions yet? Yeah, for some reason, we just front-loaded all the non-designer questions. I'm actually going to skip the next one and get back to it so that we can get to some designer questions. Pluto asks, Artie, with the recent updates you've done with Team Up, I was wondering, could you add a way to join Team Up with the group in Wizard 101, similar how it is in Pirate 101? Artie, what do you think? You're muted.
No.
Anyway, just kidding. So, yeah, that is under consideration. That's on the list of things we're looking to do, and it's just a matter of priority and things like that. Because when Gary and I were looking at all the existing social systems, we were trying to find ways that they could work better together. So, like team up in groups, and how we can just improve them in general. And so you'll see improvements like, volunteer system and some of the other changes to Team Up or improvements to Team Up. And then, so you should expect some improvements to groups and other things in the future. But yeah, that is something that Gary and I would like to do.
All right. Awesome. So this one is for anybody that feels like answering because it's a great question. Mike asks us, if you would choose any boss or NPC from the game and turn that boss into a pet, who would it be and why?
So
go
ahead.
No, you go ahead first.
Okay, the ones I said was Zulum and Mongoose, which is in Mirage. I think that would be a cool looking mongoose pet, especially with like the Wolverine claws.
Nice, that's a good one.
I also like the tree minders, which are in the catacombs. They're sort of ghostly and spirity, and I think they would be a cool fit. And then spoilers, I'll just say aberrations, which you can find in caramel. That would be kind of interesting as well. So those are my top 3.
Nice. Nice.
Apparitions, yeah.
I'm going to say Aphrodite 2. I'd like to see Aphrodite 2 as a pet.
Aphrodite 2 as a pet would be dope because it'd be a life pet that'd be really
Scrolling
good.
or scampering up right next to me.
I want a chocolate mousse so I can have my chocolate mousse pet with my chocolate mousse mount and then just be a whole set.
And have a chocolate mousse.
Mythos,
shake
this doesn't surprise me.
Should we just make you a hat that looks like the chocolate mousse also?
Yes.
There you go.
Chocolate.
fuck with that.
How about a
mousse
chocolate
says-
mousse costume? You can just become the chocolate mousse.
I would totally wear that on my character.
You ready? You ready for that?
Who am I kidding? I would wear it in real life. Let's be honest.
You'd be at the. I'd make you go to the events like we were just talking about, so you can be the mascot of the booth.
Perfect.
Nice. Nice.
Well, I
All
was
right.
going to choose.
Anyone else?
Yeah, you know, this was a tough one because I actually kind of like, well, there's so many that are already great pets, but, and going through the bosses, I don't like I like pets that are like, you know, cute little fuzzy animals. And I would say, since all the bosses that would be pets are already pets in a sense in that way, Old Smoky was one that I was like, hey, that's kind of a unique guy, you know, the metal and the furnace in his belly and all of that. And I thought, well, that would be one I would love to walk around with of a different type. So, Old Smoky, yeah.
Nice. Good one. Anyone else have a pet they'd like to see from, I don't know, bosses, NPC?
Morgan,
I'd like a mini me, because I'm boss. I'm boss.
There you go.
That's my boss.
A
You
little
walk
tiny
around with
version.
a little tiny version of myself. There you go.
Actually, what I would do, Artie, for you is I'd get one of the Smith pets because they have the matching facial hair. I think would be good. I like somebody said the Morgant spider pets, and I actually thought about that one when I saw the question too. I think that would be like little tiny Morgant spiders. I know some people aren't fans of spiders, but I think that would be a cool one.
That would be a pretty cool one. You're right, but fuck spiders.
Anyone else?
I just finished the Titan fight, so this is kind of a not a fair answer, but Artie's answer reminded me of it. In that fight, I went ahead and used play as your pet as soon as I got into the Ether Titan fight. So I had a little hamster that was the size of a streetcar, like a real streetcar, like streetcar size streetcar. And I spent some time running around there. So I want a streetcar sized hamster is what I want.
That's awesome. All right. I'll move on. Next. Oh, hey, this is another Matthew. Manderson.
Yes.
Another question for you.
Okay.
Could you add which map enemies will be on the event calendar? Right now, we don't know which one's coming up for Beast Moon Hunt.
Yes.
Or, Monster Mayhem.
I saw that, and
Both of those.
yeah.
I never care for Beast Moon.
Unless you see an issue with that DCSI, it's just identifying which or Ben or Artie.
It's good for me. We already has a page that lists all that out in our internal documentation.
Yeah, I don't think there's any. We're not revealing anything secret. They're just the identification
good luck,
of
man, good luck.
because we've had this request before. So thank you again, questioner, for bringing that one up. So we'll see if we can do that. Should be easy.
All right. Very cool. I got a Ratbeard question. So this is from Z. The Zoro, maybe? I don't know. Just Z. Just goes by Z. Can you further explain the crit damage and block resist stats? You have 30 seconds. Go.
Well, I can do it in 30 seconds. So
I'm just kidding. Take your time.
What I would say is it's probably best to start thinking of your crit stat as the thing that increases your outgoing crit damage, and your block stat as the thing that decreases incoming crit damage, right? So in the olden times, both those stats were really more about a chance that you would either crit or a chance that you would block. And the way the system works now is that as you level up past about level 100, the chance that you'll crit gets higher and higher until it's basically assumed that you'll crit most of the time. And the chance to block is actually pretty low. So it's kind of assumed that you won't block. So having more crit will help push your outgoing damage up, and having more block will keep people from leveraging their crit against you. So big numbers is better in both cases, I think.
All right. That was fairly succinct. Thank you. I know. Good job. That could have been a very long question and a very long explanation. So awesome. All right. Next, I have a question for me, but it's not really for me. I'm going to relay an answer from Sam. And actually, I see Matt Nedick had a good answer for this one. Katie asks, are there any examples of a character that was originally cut from the game but was reintroduced later down the line? Matt Nedick?
Well, so I read that as character. I assume they were talking about like NPCs or story characters, but for me, it's bosses and mob fights. There's always a bunch, but probably the most recent I can think of is the Fell Spawn. Was originally a very different concept a few years ago, actually, before Catacombs came out, and we sort of shelved that idea, and then we kind of roundtable back to using the mob for sort of a different sort of purpose concept. But actually, sometimes we have the opposite problem where we accidentally make something into a mob with animations and effects when it was just meant to be an NPC. So we always kind of table those and say, oh, maybe we can find a way to turn that into a future fight later. But I won't give any spoilers, but there's a future one kind of like that. So it is kind of interesting. No. Too far ahead.
I've been watching Doctor Who, and that one lady, she's like, spoilers.
Missy, right? Yeah. Or is it? Is it River?
River. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I have more tips here. Here's another one.
Give us some tips.
Here's a Pirate101 tip from Kim K. One of the best things to farm for is Captain Blood's Flame Coat. It makes battles go faster and easier. So thank you, Kim, for the great tip. Every month for KI Lives, we're actually going to probably do this a little bit earlier. We're going to announce next month's KI Live and future ones a little bit earlier, probably a week sooner every month, just to give more time for you to, ask your questions, submit your tips, and for us to review them too, because we get so many great ones. So just an FYI on that for everybody. A win-win there for all of us. Also, I'm going to switch over now. We have the Motor Train Packs giveaway code. You can redeem that after the show if you'd like. I'm going to switch over here quickly to the Megabat Live code. That's the code. If you're in the game for Wizard or Pirate, you get a one-day mount to join us to hang out during the show. And also, I have, where did it go here?
A third code.
Yes. Did you want to show talk about that one now? I did not put the thing in the screen.
Okay, let me do that after I go through my stats stuff.
Okay.
All right. Can I do that now, or do we have more questions?
No, Professor Falmeo, would we want to do more questions, or can we show?
Nah, do the stat stuff first. I think we have like one more question.
Okay.
And then
yeah.
we'll look at Twitch chat and see if there's anything to answer there. I'm sure there is. I just haven't been picking stuff out.
Okay. I grabbed stats this time, all from questions that players asked me over messages in either here on Twitch, comments I've seen on Twitter. Some people messaged me on Discord. So we don't have like the 5K reward on that because it didn't go through the official things there. But I just wanted to make sure everyone hears these answers. One was about the gardening and how many people do gardening. So I wanted to say that before Beast Moon Hunt introduced the Beast Moon pot and the Beast Moon seed, it was about 12% of the players would garden on a daily basis. And since Beast Moon went out, it's actually up to 19%.
Good luck finding
so
the top.
Way to go, everybody. Like, start using that great system. Then the next one that I got asked was, how often do people use the seamstress? And this one was kind of fun. This year it seems to be an anomaly. We've almost had as many stitches this year as we had in all of 2019. So either we're making it so that there's more things that you want to stitch, or people are just really changing up the way they're looking, trying to get back into going outside again. So it's just over 700,000 items have been stitched so far at the seamstress this year. So that is just incredible to me. And then the last thing I have here, someone asked about the Scroll of Fortune and how many people actually get through the Scroll of Fortune. So I'm going to share my screen, and you will have to forgive me slightly. The data I pulled here is from a few days ago, and I want to actually share the real charts with you all. So hopefully you can see this. This is every Scroll of Fortune that we have run since we introduced it. If you look at the very bottom line here, this is the fall 2019. It ran extra long because of when we started it. So just pointing that one out. And the average person for that first one ended up with 124 points out of the Scroll of Fortune. If you look at the purple, the 2021 spring, we have these wonderful little bumps here, and it shows that the average person on the 23rd was at 192 points through the Scroll of Fortune. And this seems like pretty low numbers. And that's because this is both people who are highly engaged and not very engaged, and this is people who have purchased it and who have not purchased it. So if we actually split that up between people who have purchased and people who haven't purchased, the average person right now that has purchased Scroll of Fortune is just under 1,000 points. And the average person that has not purchased is 167. So there's definitely a huge engagement difference there that's really fun to look at and see. And as you all know, the data stuff is what I do. So it's pretty exciting. And then the last thing I wanted to share was this one. And this is Treasure Tower is what the internal name for the decathlon is. And then the side activity event, and then the pet event. And I wanted to see how those matched up with each other. So if you see the reward tiers, there's 8 for each event. And you can see how often or how many % of people actually complete through it. And I thought that was very interesting. The pet event is the most popular in the most finished event, followed by the side activities, and then finally the decathlon. I hope y'all found that entertaining and exciting. I know I love graphs and data and charts. So thanks for letting me take your time there. And oh, my code, right.
Yeah, thank you for showing the community that. And community, if you have any other things like that you want to see on the shows, let us know. I will pass it on to Decius, and he'll consider it because he'd love to show more, I'm sure.
There'll also be a quiz later, Twitch chat, so remember.
Oh, yeah, I hope you all took.
There'll be a
Hope
secret pop.
everybody took notes. Cam 5326 is loving these graphs actually. So
I heard code. We got a code.
code.
Another code. A third
Yeah,
code.
do
This is
the
like a
code.
record.
Let's do the third code.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Third code?
This
Third code.
goes out to the group of museum makers out there that do the housing museums. I think they're fantastic. I go and check out the new museums whenever they're up, and some of them are looking for specific older treasure cards, I heard. And these haven't been out in a while because they were part of a Beckett magazine thing back in the day. But I figured let's give everyone a pack today and see how many people enjoy these. And you can go ahead and put it up on the
I want to
screen.
see that. Why are you?
Oh,
swaying
I didn't.
so much? Jesus.
Oh, you
Did
didn't make
not
one?
prepare that one. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
no problem. It's Companions Pack 2021. I'll put it in chat.
We have
There
not
you go.
connected.
All right. Thank you all. Feel free to message me things about stats. I'd love to talk
in
about it.
9 minutes.
Roll call number 2. So this actually comes from community member Genevieve Moongarden. Thank you, Genevieve. This is for everybody in Twitch chat. What is the rarest card in Wizard 101 you can think of? It can be a treasure card or an item card. So I thought this was a great question she put out on social
Participation
earlier.
Trophy.
Let us know. What is the rarest card in Wizard 101 you can think of? It can be a treasure card or an item card.
Participation trophy, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I think the elucidates or those are. I mean, anything we don't really drop anymore. I think the elucidates are part of the quest.
I'm seeing Life Bane quite a bit.
Life Bane Yeah.
I actually went and looked in Life Bane, and it's impossible to get right now.
Yep. Some of these are retired though. I know somebody owes me a Life Bane. I was promised one. You know who you are, streamer.
Ooh.
I'm just saying. I'm waiting for mine.
Community first. Community request first. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's fine. Dampen Magic is hard to find. Yeah. But yeah, obviously in terms of value, and powers are what players value the most. But 1 million damage, Baba Yaga. Yeah, there's some secret spells that mobs have that players think we give out, but we don't. That's sort of how they do some of their cheaty things, is they use some custom-made spells.
All right, well, we got 1 or 2 more regular questions. We have shown all of the giveaway codes, 3 giveaway codes on the show today. And we have some questions starting to come in from Twitch chat. When we get a chance to get to those, we will. And it looks like we will have some time. The only other major thing, really, actually, today is I have a couple more tips. I'm gonna
you got to show off the winners.
And the winners of the contest, yes, which I am most excited about, which is why I saved that for last. The best for last. So why don't I knock these tips out? I have one for Wizard and one for Pirate.
Go for it.
Ms. Dreamfire, when buying treasure cards in Wizard City Library, remember, you can also check treasure cards in the bazaar by clicking on the yellow arrow in the top right corner. Sometimes you can purchase cards cheaper there without having to run to Old Town. There you go. Visit the library, I always say. It's always useful. Is my mic level okay? Because I just accidentally clicked the volume to max.
Sound fine from this end.
Okay, I'm gonna just nudge it. If I get too loud, community, that means I'm shouting. And for Pirate, last tip of the day, Humble Misty Morgan. Hey, Humble Misty Morgan. By the way, do check out our Pirate monthly newsletters. Recently, Humble Misty Morgan has shown up in those newsletters, continuing their story of their pirate and companions. It's a really great story, and it's been like at least 3 or 4 newsletters now. And we have, I believe, 1 more coming up, possibly for next month's newsletter. So check that out when it is announced. Humble Misty Morgan mentions, if you want to be ready and make the fights in Aquila and Florenza easier, do lots of the side quests. You will be level 70 while you are in Aquila. So again, another great side quest tip.
All right, and we have 1 more question from Twitter and other socials and everywhere else that we had from beforehand. If we did answer your question on KI Live here, please send an email to community@kingsisle.com. Specify who you are and that you had a question answered, and we will send you your 5,000 crowns. But you have to reach out. You have to contact us. Call us. We won't call you. So the last question is for Artie, maybe? Savannah asked, for Beast Moon, would you ever consider doing a ranked leaderboard like in Decathlon? It would be cool to do something extra, even if it was based on wins, not points. So, Artie, what do you think about that?
Well, we've talked about it a number of different times, and there's reasons currently why we are avoiding it. We don't want to do it yet, but we'll probably end up considering it coming in the near future.
Whoops! I clicked the wrong thing. Well, is it going to be an
in place to prevent the matches from getting too intense? I would say for casuals and randoms and things, and so. But yeah, it's always something that we're thinking about, because I think it can be competitive, but at the same time we don't want it to be too competitive. If you get what I mean. So anyway, yeah, we're talking about it.
All right, sounds good. So maybe we will have a very competitive Beast Moon in the future, but for now, not so much.
We've actually been getting joining some of the matches and kicking some off. So if you guys like that, Beast Moon Hunt or Beast Moon Monster Mayhem, we do like to join you guys in the arena and participate. If you want to see more of that, we'll be happy to do more of that. We're currently, I'm chatting with Artie about this, like if you prefer like a day of the month for each one that's predictable, we're going to try to figure out a day just so you kind of know, kind of like for KI Lives. No guarantees we'll be able to do that all the time, but we want to provide you with, something else that can go into the community calendar too. So stay tuned for that when we can jump in the game with you guys.
All right. So, I don't know. I'll collect some questions maybe from chat. Why don't you go over those winners?
Yeah, I think
the winners.
I have those
card
ready
winners?
here.
I kinda
I'm
wanna
so
see
nervous
this. This
about
is what I
showing
really
them.
want to
It's
see,
like,
honestly.
These are so good.
yeah, we have. I know we had so many great entries, hundreds of entries, everybody, and so I think we're always, every contest we're always struggling with. How do we make it, interesting? How do we make it fair for everybody? How do we get as many of the winning entries out there into the public as possible that you all can review and just, see what everybody entered? And that's why, even if you didn't win today, and even if you, submitted through email but didn't put it on social, and then you're like, oh, now they're talking about it, I would love to have seen mine on social, actually. You can always do that. You can always create these things. It doesn't have to be during a contest. You can even reply to the existing hashtag on Twitter, and there's some on Facebook and Instagram as well, by the way, and go and see, who created their own entries and add your own. Even if the contest is over, just, go ahead and create one for fun. It's always there. And hashtag W101 spell cards, that is another overlay I did not actually create. That would have been great. But hashtag W101 spell cards. Somebody put that in Twitch chat for me, please. And you can check out what public entries were submitted on those social channels. We're going to have more of these contests, especially with spell cards. It was a huge popular contest, and we certainly had a lot of fun. I almost designed a spell card myself. So, on to the winners here. Now, we had 3 categories, technically 4. We had a Masters of Magic, which is another great PC game, actually, from 1992. And that we had 7 entries for that. We had 7 Magical Magicians and 7 Honorable Wizards, as well as 5 random picks from social media that didn't overlap. So if you won in one of the other categories, there were so many entries that were like, okay, let's, you were discounted for the actual random one this time. That's over almost 30 winners for this contest. If you win today, then please do reply to the email that you had originally submitted your entry in, or private messages on Twitter if you submitted it only on Twitter and you were one of the Twitter winners, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. And reach out and get a hold of us. community@kingsisle.com is the general email if you have any questions on your entry as well. For winners, we were not able to respond to all of the winner entries, again, since there were so many, but we did receive them if you submitted them to community@kingsisle or went through the hashtag. And so, I would love to say thank you to everybody personally, but there's just so many. So anybody who's listening in that did enter at all to this contest, thank you. It was really great selection of entries. Okay, enough of that. Let me get the images out. We're going to start with the 5 random Twitter winners. And moving over our trusty image program. Here is one Silent Melody from Anton Constantine. Anton Constantine is a community member who actually has a fantastic regular release of artwork that he creates for all sorts of things. So a great artist in the community. This was one that had more, certainly of an art flair to it. So thank you, Anton Constantine, for this one. Since we have over 20 winners, I'm going to pick up the pace here a little bit. So I'm not going to go over a lot of the details, like what the specific entry combat mechanics or balance, or describing the card in too much detail or any of that. If you have any interesting points or want to talk about any of these cards in the winner entries, feel free to do that after the show. on any of the social channels. Somebody in the community can also create a forum post as well if you'd like to talk about the contest too. And we would actually love to see that, just to see what you have to say about some of these really unique entries. Now, again, these were at random for the Twitter entries. Here is confinement. Here's a great pun one. I think, Kaylee, you liked this one, didn't you? This was one that was
that's really fucking
one of your
good.
favorites, I believe.
Yes.
We had a few other pun ones as well. So that was one. That was some of the. Let me describe. Well, let me get through these 5, and then I'll describe why we chose the other ones. Frosted snowflakes. And this was confinement, by the way, was from Hidden Stylus. Frosted snowflakes is from Tokyo G. And then Mystical Kelpie was from Heather Starhaven.
That was pretty good.
It looks like it's maybe cutting off a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to, if I take off the logo, let me see what it looks like here. If we take off the overlay so you can see a little bit more of the spell card, I think it'll just, yeah, it'll show my icons. That's ugly. So you might not see it all, but most of it is there, and you can just see the title. If you want to see the full cards, these are on Twitter. And I believe that was it for all 5. Oh, wait, we have one more. Here we go. Reignite. And Reignite is from Firestaff. So here we had one where we gave you kind of the option of like, okay, create the spell card. That was really the main primary goal. All the standard areas, and then you could be creative with the image, with the title, with the description, and all of that. And you can go crazy on it too. It didn't have to fit into the game or anything. One of the objectives was not necessarily to this is going to go in the game, because we're not doing that. This was just a fun contest. None of these entries are intended to actually be going into the game. There were some questions on that. This was just for a fun contest. But some of them took the cards and then described in kind of a graphical layout like this what the cards were intended to do, like the spell animation and the effects and all of that. So congrats to so many that kind of went almost above and beyond and just kind of just styled the whole description. All right, so congrats to those 5 Twitter winners. And onwards now to, we're going to go to the Honorable Wizards.
And if you crit that, that's 2,800 health.
No particular order.
Goddamn.
These are not, these are not
300 over each round.
First, second, or third place for Honorable Wizards. This was another kind of 5 that made all of the requirements that were submitted via email.
And with the critical, you get like 300 per for over 3 rounds.
And there we are. We have one here from Amber Rose Flower Wizard. She submitted this one, and we thought it was quite kind of a unique perspective of the title as well with the image. So it does go hand in hand. A rose in amber. Again, I'm going to go kind of quick with these just to keep it moving along here. So apologies if I skip over yours fairly quickly. Buzzy Bee Swarm. Here is one from Rosalind Earthbane.
No, it's pretty good as well.
I'll just pause for a moment, and then we'll move on to the next one. And when we go through all of these, feel free to, hey, what was your favorite? In fact, after the show, we'd like for all of you to select your 3 favorites that are on hashtag W101 spell cards, and we'll see who gets community pick next Monday. Here's Darkened Version from Tanner Hex, excuse me. Here's Rumpelstiltskin from Mason Shadowcloud. And here's Startled Squonk. I think Squonk, yep, Squonk. From Rowan Mist Blossom. You know what I'm going to do here is I am going to turn on, I think I can get the music of the game going.
I liked that one.
I love how this one's just drawn. That's fantastic.
Yeah, I do like it. It's
there we go.
A little bit of a
just turning on the music in the game a little bit here. We have a little bit of lovely background here instead of just my voice. Yes, so this one, again, not an art contest. Now, we did have a lot of great art entries, and they did make it into the final selections. But that wasn't the only goal of the contest. There
It's
was
interesting
it was
concept.
kind of an
I'd love to
all-encompassing.
see it in
Was this
practice.
unique? Was this interesting? Did it have a title that was like, hey, that really goes well with the depiction and the stats and details and all of that. Again, doesn't have to make it in the game. Could have been crazy. We had some that submitted like 1 million, damage for, instant kill. And I was like, yes, there you go. I'm not sure any of those actually made it into the winners today, but hey, go wild on creativity there. That's what it's all about.
Damage is stupid.
And then the next one here, Tanuki Trick. So Tanuki Trick is from Wolf Soulthorn, excuse me. And here's another one of those that actually took their description because we asked for a short and brief description describing the card, maybe a little bit of lore and history around it. And here was one that they kind of mapped it all onto one image, which I thought it looked good. Apologies about the use requirements. It looks like we're missing one line. In fact, because he actually put, okay, it's going to look a little funny, but I do want to give him credit for this one. Right there.
Hi, Rapid.
There it is. So there's his lower left signature. He intended to put that in there, and I cut it off, so I want to make sure you guys saw that.
Creditor, I see you.
Okay, there is all. No, wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. One more. Vault Master. Here is one that was just hand drawn completely, and so we thought, hey, I liked the idea. It was a really nice title. A lot of us actually chose this one. We had a group voting for this, in case anybody was curious. Vault Master is from Luke Firebreath. Thank you, Luke, for submitting your entry.
If it was drawn, like it was digitally drawn, I'd be like, holy shit, that'd probably look really cool.
All right, on to
I like this.
The Magical Magicians. I think those were, those were honorable
I
wizards, so
don't
those
know why me and Muddy
were,
are having
right,
such issues connecting.
those were the random selects. So here is one that is for the Magical Magicians, and technically, if you want to say second place, Dandelion Army, another great drawn one from Diana Lotus Flame.
That's pretty good too.
This one was, I thought was kind of cool because it's like remove all overtime effects and prevent all for 3 rounds. So if you're just like, just get rid of those effects, this is the card for you.
Listen, getting rid
But
of
the
dots
dandelions
is really
attack.
fucking good.
And
So
next
that
we
is
have
good.
Minion Barrage. Minion Barrage from Colin Frostwalker.
That'd be cool.
I think I can actually, I might be able to, look at that, zoom out. There we go.
That'd be
I don't know if it'll
cool
work for the next
because
one,
I'm
but we'll
like-
give it a go. Nope. But I'll zoom out.
Does
Muda's
180
Paradise. So Muda's
compare?
Paradise is from Andrew Daycaster. Here's Noodle Bowl. This one I thought was really fun. This is
Paradise
kind of,
has
wasn't this one like, you select, I think you may have picked it too, Joel, yeah?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, that's so cute.
Noodle Bowl.
I want a noodle bowl
Yeah.
spell. I want a noodle bowl too, but noodle bowl
I would
spell.
love
400
that as a
health
spell
and
if I was
25%
want a
to
pet
the
that
next
looks
spell.
like
Power. And a little bit of luck. So yeah. I mean, fun spell. This is kind of what we were talking about with just, making it fun and interesting. And they drew it too. So great job. This is Noodle Bowl by Juan Troll. Next up, Peanut Butter Jelly Time. So Tyler Goldflame designed this one as a 2-person spell, which I thought was really interesting.
That's
Also
creative.
trying to
I
make
like
us
that a lot.
hungry.
If you
I
guys-
know it's food themed.
If you want me to
Noodles right in
slow
the
down,
PB.
let me know if you guys want to chat about it. There's some really great ones here. I don't want to go too fast, so just stop me. I can slow down. How's everybody enjoying the winner entries so far in Twitch chat? Am I going too
I'm
fast?
not
or
Twitch
too
chat,
slow?
but these are awesome. These are great.
2-player spells do sound like a really fun thing to do.
Yeah.
Especially if they had to go in the same order, and then if Matt Malik made a boss that switched around which player's order they were in. Oh yeah.
Yeah. A little bit of coordination there. Yeah.
Just evil ideas you're giving me. I like it.
So there's Peanut Butter Jelly Time. Thank you again, Tyler Goldflame. And then here we had Submerge from Christopher Rainbow Fountain. And here's another one that's kind of like, you know what, just ignore the spells. A couple of rounds. A certain type of spell. Some we had, like, ignore this specific type of spell, ignore all spells, and heal all your friends. We had a variety of different options. Some were unique, some were like built upon, and a lot of entries tried to improve upon the spells that we already had, which we thought was pretty cool too. So there were some great ideas there as well. This one I thought was particularly interesting personally because they went all out on the design of the card itself, integrated very cool in a overall theme of Teller of Tales, which I don't know, Kaylee, does this qualify as a pun?
Oh, this has to.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely.
Yeah, this was a really cool one. They styled it. They took all of the icons and kind of changed them up a little bit too. They had the mice around the card and in the card, and so that was an interesting one from that all perspective. So Teller of Tales from Rosalind Rosenshield. And that is, I believe, let me go to the next one. I think that's, we're back to Dandelion Army. The Dandelions attack again. Onwards to the Masters of Magic. Again, in no particular order, we have Clockwork Hydra. Clockwork Hydra is from Alexander Froghead.
Holy shit, that's a lot.
I think this one actually was one of the most diverse from like what they put on the spell card. I don't know if you have any, this maybe is one of those comment on Magnetic if you have anything to say about what they put on the spell card and integrating in a very colorful way, not just the icons but also the Hydra heads and the description area as well.
Oh yeah, I like the iconography for because we made new iconography for Spirit and Elemental School, and this is a new iconography for Fire and Ice, Life and Death, obviously, Storm and Myth, and then the conversion. Oh man, a Hydra spell like that, it would look really cool. That would definitely that would be a huge animation leg, but it would be. I think Russ would have a wonderful time building this guy out.
I bet he would.
Yeah, and then it converts 20% blade. Accuracy or pierce, I would assume charm of some kind, but yeah, that's really cool. And it has the drawbacks of less damage than a 6-bit Hydra, etc. Yeah, it's actually fairly balanced too, I think. I'd have to do a full breakdown of it, but it's not too shabby. I really like it.
Yeah, very cool. Thank you again, Alexander Froghead, for that entry. Alright, next one. Come at Me is from Flint Frostfist, and he had another great one that kind of integrated, the whole scene, widescreen too. We didn't put that as a requirement, but we, thank you. It fits the screen. So, I don't know if we have anything to say about this one, but he had quite an example, I thought, on the progress of the combat down there at the bottom.
Very well written. I liked this one quite a bit.
Yeah.
I wish we could fit this much text on a card too.
I know. I'm like, they're cheating.
No, it's fine. It's great. Well, yeah,
which is great, but yeah, we can't put that much text there.
I like spells like these too, where it's sort of a scaling value based on sort of conditionals, right? Where you're gaining 5% per every round of pip received. So it's sort of like, I don't know, it gives it a sort of a broader range, and it can sort of make spells, in bigger team situations or things like that, just higher value. But yeah, conceptually it's great. I really enjoy this. I love the art too.
I will probably end my stream after.
I was worried about the name at first, and I saw the art, and they did it very tastefully, which I like.
So you guys know.
So
yeah, thank you, Flint Frostfist, for that entry. All right, next one we have here, another really interesting one that I think. Yeah, that pretty much fits on the screen, but let me just downsize it a notch here for everybody. This one is Cosmic Horror from Gavin Rose, and we thought this was particularly interesting for their integration once again with the spell card image, but also going out and in very much detail describing exactly how this spell works.
It's so pretty.
This one was very hard to read
So
through though,
pretty.
for me.
All right, and thank you, Gavin Rose, for that entry. Next one here, Cosmic Seal. This was one of my favorites, actually. This one, very expensive card, but probably very worth it. This one was from Lauren Misscloud. So another unique perspective on the card. And I don't know, Matt and Edic, if you have anything to say about the stats there on that one. I think it looks like it takes 14 pips, if I'm seeing that right.
14 pips, 20% accuracy. I think, actually, balance-wise, it's not too crazy, but I think players, I mean, we saw this with the Scion, right? But players, 14 pips we would have to do, definitely would be a cool future spell if we had a faster pip generation. But I think, like, as a Cosmic Seal concept, it's hilarious. I like the idea. I like his little hat. I think it would be a cute spell. But actually, in terms of numbers, it's not bad at all.
It's not bad. Not
Self
gonna
for
use
2
it,
rounds,
but it
yeah.
wouldn't be
not
bad.
Great job,
Gives you a
Lauren
nice
Misscloud.
block. Yeah.
Yeah.
14 pips though. Yeah, I don't think we may not see 14 pips for a while, but the 20% accuracy would be, that's crazy.
And
It's
here
a lot of fizzle.
we have next Alhaz Red's Final Lesson. And this is from Alexandra Sunblossom. And this one I thought was interesting because it's basically shuffles one copy of every balance spell into the deck with the exception of shadow spells. Every. I think they meant literally every.
Your deck would become huge. But that would be, I mean, that would be cool. You'd be taking a risk. I like it. One copy of every balance spell. I assume it would be learned spells, not every spell in the game, because we have treasure cards and unique ones. But if they mean that too, whoo.
Yeah. Well, Alexander Sunblossom, interesting idea. Thank you.
I like it.
And next here we have Puppeteer, and this is from Scarlet Battleshade. I thought this one was interesting because, hey, control the minions for 3 rounds. That's cool.
Oh yeah, helping out. I assume that means you basically would control what they cast as well.
Probably, yeah.
I could also see it as a cool concept of grabbing an opponent's minion as well. What I think would be a secondary effect of this. So maybe you could do it on your minion or a secondary opponent's minion. But yeah, I think players would love to see the ability to control their minions, even for a temporary 2 rounds, or in this case 3 rounds. It's a great spell. I love the art too. The puppeteering. I love like sort of the hand type spell art where it's sort of mimicking in a magical way, sort of like we did with steel pips and things like that. So I'm always a fan of this kind of art type.
Yeah, cool. Thank you.
Really fucking cool.
That was from Scarlet Battleshade. And last, but certainly not least, this is actually, I'm glad this one, we didn't put these in order of each category, but I'm glad this one actually was last. Reincarnation from Terra Sparkle. Restores all health in 2 rounds.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I think it's super cool they made like a physical card like that.
Yeah, I love it.
I was hoping this one made it in the final round because that's beautiful. It makes me want to go break out the craft paper.
I would love to see. The depth of it. I feel like it's almost like one of those 3D pop-up books. I feel like that flower goes higher up. I would love to see a different angle of that picture. If whoever submitted that, if they did, I think it's a little, 3D with it even higher up, and that's beautiful. It's just so well done.
Well, thank you everybody for entering into the contest. I hope all of you on Twitch chat and those who watch after the show enjoyed the series of spell cards. This was a fun contest. We'd love to see all the designs, and there's so many more out there on social media. The primary method was to submit via the email, We're going to be expanding these contests out as much as we can on social, but a lot of them kind of require an email entry at least. But there, you can always share them on social. And if you didn't win and you didn't share yours on social, and you'd like to, use hashtag W101 spell cards. And that is a great way to review all of those that do go on social. You can put them on Twitter, you can put them on Facebook, you can put them on Instagram. There's that hashtag on all 3 of them. So thank you once again. This was awesome.
And we had so many entries. So many entries.
Yeah.
I know there are some people in chat that are kind of disappointed that they didn't win.
Yeah, it was
so many entries. It was so difficult.
It was really tough and challenging. But don't forget, if you can, on at least Twitter, we're going to focus this one to Twitter, just because of limited ability to cover these. Put yours, if you didn't put it on social and you have it, you would like to share it on Twitter, go ahead and do it. Hashtag W101 spell cards. And Monday, we will take a look at who is the favorite of the community. So it's community select. Everybody can please limit it to your favorite 3 spell cards on that hashtag throughout the weekend. Go ahead and vote at any time, and we'll just take a look Monday and see who from the communities stood out.
Matt, a few people asked during the contest, will they be able to go somewhere to see all the ones that you've just shown in the KI Live? Will there be like an announcement page, or where could they go if they wanted to see those cards they just saw?
Yes, thank you for bringing that up. In fact, I have a bonus for everybody on that as well. So you will see them on the monthly newsletters that will go out in probably a couple weeks. But don't worry, you don't have to wait that long. We're going to try to get them on the spell card design. I can't share this on. If somebody is savvy enough to have that spell card design webpage on the Wizard 101 website, if you can link it into the Twitch chat, there is that main page when we announce the contest. It also has the winning prizes you get for each tier. There's also blank templates, so you can design at any time other spell cards if you'd like. And at the bottom of that, we'll add in the next few days. We're going to try to get them on tomorrow, but it may be next week before you actually see them on that page as well. So watch there, watch on the newsletters, and also keep watch on social media. Once those are all out, we will mention it on social media where to go.
I think I posted the proper link if you want to check that. It sounded like the one you described.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Took a risk there.
Yeah, much appreciated. So just out of curiosity here, in case anybody was wondering, the Masters of Magic will get 3 Celestian Spellamental packs and 10,000 crowns. The Magical Magicians will get 2 Celestian Spellament packs and 5,000 crowns. And the 7 Honorable Wizards will get 1 Celestian Spellament pack and 2,500 crowns. And we also promised 2,500 crowns to the 5 random Twitter winners that we revealed today as well. No prizes for the community select on Monday. We're just going to see, hey, who wins as a fun contest to get all of you a chance to vote for your favorite on social media. And I believe that is the show, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. We had a lot of great questions. I know all of you, Artie, Matt Nedick, Professor Famea, Decius, and Kaylee with the puns, all enjoyed them. Is there anything else anybody wanted to mention? Anything that's maybe coming up in the next few weeks? We got community contests kicking off as well. I'm excited to see those. Stay tuned on the newsletter for those. Anything else to mention?
I want to say that I saw somebody just say something in the chat, and I had to hold my tongue. Y'all should be excited about something that's coming up. That's all I gotta say. And Mythos knows what I'm talking about.
I know exactly, and you guys are gonna freak out once it's public. Trust me.
So you're saying it's a 100-page book of nothing but puns?
Exactly. It's exactly
statue.
that.
It's a giant moose standee. No, it's not any of those type of things.
It's not a pun book, like how we do the art books. I figured we could do all the puns in
pun
Wizard
book. Yeah.
consolidated into one place. That would be Kaylee's dream.
That is my dream. It'll be the same size as that huge lore book.
True.
Nice.
he might do it. I am the Chez, who we had revealed a short 1-minute clip of his music videos at the beginning. Be sure to check those out. That was just a 1-minute clip. He went through everything. I think it was up to, wasn't it Crocodile? No, it was beyond Crocodile, obviously.
Dragonspire. I think
Dragonspire, yeah.
Dragonspire.
Yeah, so several videos, music videos of the first several zones, or several worlds of Wizard 101, and a pun music video. Now there's something. I'm just kidding. It's just a joke. Don't make that. Well, thank you, everybody. Anything else to mention? Otherwise, we had a great show, and we'll see everybody next month.
Goodbye, everybody.
Right.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks, everybody. Happy
Happy
Thursday.
presentation
as well
Happy
on
KI
stream as
Live
well.
Day.
This was a good KI
Happy
Live.
Pride Month next
I
month
had
as
never
well. We'll
watched
have
one
more
live,
next month
actually,
to
which is funny
share
to
with
say
the community.
out
Have
loud.
a good
Well,
day, everybody.
A lot more to
Who's
talk about next
streaming
month.
Right now? Fleet and Panthers is in the call. Fleet, Kiddo. 201. And just mute Twitch so I don't hear myself twice. There we go. Let's pause that. All right, we had some people in here. That's good. That's good. That's good. Awesome. I'm just gonna go ahead and just host Kiddo in a bit. So I'll talk to y'all later. I'm probably gonna stream again in a few days. Maybe might do some more Pirate101, but I'm gonna go ahead and just get out of here, guys. Y'all have a nice day now. I'll see y'all later.